from ONN. This is Hollywood Casinos On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Here are your hosts, Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Welcome to On the Money. I am Dave Biddle, joined by Scotty Vegas, producer Ryan Baker at the controls. This is a show about sports gambling, and we like to talk sports in general. We're going to talk a lot Ohio State football and a bunch of other stuff. We're also going to make the mistake of having a hot dog eating contest live on the air. We're going to be on YouTube if you want to make the mistake of watching that. Scotty Vegas, other than the fact that we're going to be doing a hot dog eating contest in 1 hour, how you doing this morning, my friend?
I'm great. And Dave, I think for me, this July 4th, so I've always loved, obviously, July 4th, but having July 4th on a Thursday this year has just made this like a long, amazing weekend. Like, you know how you like to power rank different things? Holidays, I think July 4th has gone up in my power rankings this weekend. I mean, it has just been an incredible weekend. So much fun. And how do we cap it off? We cap it off by eating hot dogs live on the radio later on today.
And as Ryan mentioned during the SportsCenter update, Little Animal, to the surprise of no one, is crushing it on the recruiting trail. Now, he was the lead recruiter for Justin Hill, who spurned Ohio State for Alabama. I don't blame that on Luaranitis at all. Alabama actually uses that hybrid outside linebacker defensive end. Ohio State says they do with the Jack, but they don't actually use it. I think that's more of a Larry Johnson thing. He doesn't like it. Just a guess there. But James Luaranitis has been crushing it, and landing Riley Pettijohn, and this is nothing against Justin Hill. We can talk about this later. In fact, this is going to be one of my this or that's, little foreshadowing for you. If you're going to take one of those two players, I'm not just saying this because Pettijohn picked the Buckeyes. If you're going to take one of those two players, I'm taking Pettijohn all the time over Justin Hill.
Wow, okay.
5-star linebacker from Texas. Great get. And James Luaranitis is going to be, and I know this is a bold statement, he's going to be the Brian Hartline of linebacking recruiting. He's going to be the Tim Walton of linebacker recruiting.
Speaking of foreshadowing, though, Dave, and talking about this or that, guess what? We're going to compare Hartline and Luaranitis later on in the show.
Great minds.
When I came up with that one, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know which way I would go.
Those are the best ones. When you come up with it, you don't even know what you're going to say.
I know. But you're right. I mean, what Luaranitis has done already is incredible. You know, since he was promoted to linebacker coach, he's gotten the number 4 and number 5 ranked linebacker in the country for the 25 class. Prior to James Luaranitis, OSU had 2 top 5 linebackers in the last 6 years. So what he's done immediately is just absolutely incredible. And the thing that I loved about reading about Pettijohn was, of course, he's a Texas kid. He chooses Ohio State over Texas, over A&M, over USC. But did you guys notice his track star numbers? Because his 100-meter dash, 10.7 seconds in the 100-meter dash.
At over 200 pounds, it's not like he's like most of those guys he's probably competing against are like 180 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot wait. And for me growing up, I always loved the Ohio State linebacker room so much because I fell in love with Ohio State football when it was like Andy Katzenmoyer and then A.J. Hawk and Laurinaitis and those. And so I love when Ohio State lands a big-time linebacker recruit like this.
Guys, and James Laurinaitis, the hiring of him can't be understated, I don't think, enough. But I kind of feel like Ohio State as a whole this year has kind of flipped their recruiting focus a little bit. There for a while, I mean, if you remember, Larry Johnson was getting studs, and then he had a couple years where he didn't. Now he's getting studs again. I almost feel like Ohio State in the first few years under Ryan Day, maybe they focused a little too much on offense and getting all this high-end talent on offense, and then kind of defense was secondary, and it seems to have balanced out more this year. I don't know what you guys feel about that, and maybe it's just the Tim Walton, the James Laurinaitis effect, and the effect of seeing a couple years of Jim Knowles' defense, but I feel like it's evened out their focus a little bit.
It definitely has. I mean, they've had really good recruiting classes each year when you look at the final rankings, but as you're alluding to, very top-heavy offensively. That's not what we're seeing this year. It's very balanced, very balanced. I mean, the number 1 recruit in the class is Tavian St. Clair, the quarterback from Bellefontaine, the number 2 quarterback in the country. The next 2 highest rated guys are corners, and then you have like I think Pettijohn then is next. I think he's like the 4th highest rated. But you have the number 1 and number 2 corners in the country. Neither of them from Ohio. You go down to Texas and get Devin Sanchez. You go down to Alabama and get Naheem Offord. I mean, that's getting it done right there. And, I think it's everything you mentioned there, Ryan. It's better recruiters, like Luaranitis and Tim Walton than they've had in the past. Although Kerry Combs is a very good recruiter at corner. He just was way over his head as a defensive coordinator. So I guess the coaches have improved as recruiters on the defensive side of the ball. They have better recruiters. Like you said, defensive guys are now seeing, Ohio State's had one of the best defenses in the country the last 2 years, and they're set up to have an even better defense this year. I think it's a little bit of everything. And, of course, NIL helps. Ohio State's doing a good job on the NIL front. Both collectives are doing a great job. Main collectives, there's more than one, but the two main collectives, the Foundation and 1870 Society, are both doing great jobs. So, it's a multitude of factors, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I always look at that top 100 rankings, right? And now for 2025, Ohio State's got 10 guys. 10 guys in the top 100. It's incredible.
And Dave, to your point, I have the 24/7 composite rankings up right now. 4 of the top 5 recruits in this 2025 class are defense. Would you throw Fahim Delane in there as well? So
I love it, and we weren't complaining when they'd have like the number 2 class in the country, but it'd be like the top 2 guys would be wide receivers, and then maybe throw in a quarterback that's highly rated. That's all great stuff. It's like, where were the defensive guys?
Yes.
They were always like near the bottom. There'd be a couple sprinkled in near the top, in the middle. But yeah, that's a great point, Ryan. It's gone from definitely a top heavy offensive recruiting class most years under Ryan Day to very balanced this year. And you could even say it's like weighted more toward the defense, which is awesome.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you guys, because for me, again, seeing the fact that it was a 5-star linebacker commit is huge to me, because I love the position, the linebacker position, as someone who grew up a Buckeye fan as a kid. Now, I want to ask you guys. Now, obviously, getting the stud, the 5-star quarterback is obviously probably the most important thing. But as far as recruiting commitments outside of quarterback, is there a position that you get most excited about when Ohio State lands? But because for me, a wide receiver, because we're so used to it now, landing these five-star wide receivers, that was always one. But for me, it's been linebacker. And so that's why it's a special thing for me when that happens. What about you guys? If you could pick any position, again, I'm eliminating quarterback from this. But what do you get most excited about for Ohio State to land a 5-star in?
Definitely offensive tackle. And I got a good story for you guys too. So I'm moving in the dorms at Ohio State Morrill Tower in 1994, getting a elevator with a guy that ended up being my friend. I had just met him, and I knew. I mean, back then, recruiting, 1994 wasn't quite like it is now, as far as like recruiting. But I had my athlons, I think it was, and I had Ohio State's recruits, and there was one guy in that class that was like the top player in the country. And so me and my buddy get in the elevator. This guy, this huge man, gets in next to us and says, "Hi guys." He said, "I'm Orlando." Shook his hand. I'm like, I'm looking up. I'm like, I want to be like, "Hi, Mr. Pace," and he lived like 2 doors down from us. He couldn't have been like a nicer guy. I still think he has an argument of being the best football player ever at Ohio State.
For sure.
So, and then you think about so this year's class, for example, if they get David Sanders Jr., I'm going to throw a party. You guys are invited. Everybody listening to the show is invited. I'm throwing a party if they land David Sanders Jr. It sounds like Paris Johnson. I love those offensive tackles. It goes back to Orlando Pace. But I like how you mentioned, I'm just going to get this in real quick.
Yeah.
Growing up, like you mentioned, like Katzenmoyer. I love Katzenmoyer. For me, it was Spielman because I'm older than you. But kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I love that 36. We got to bring that 36 back. I think Gabe Powers will. I think Gabe Powers is going to be a good starting linebacker here. But I'm with you, man. Like Chris Spielman, I love those Ohio State linebackers. And I'll go even a little further back. Marcus Merrick, then Chris Spielman. Those are my first 2 absolute loves at linebacker for the Buckeyes.
I'm curious, Ryan, for you, what position do you get most excited about when Ohio State lands a 5-star? Again, eliminating quarterback from the discussion.
At first, I was thinking cornerback because I remember the days when the Silver Bullets first started. And to me, that all started on the outside with Sean Springs and Antoine Winfield. They could lock down on the outside, and then everybody else could go after him. But I got to tell you, I'm going to be doing backflips, and I don't do backflips when they get David Sanders Jr. It's an offense. Games are won in the trenches. It's an offensive lineman. I'll even just tackle. I'll take a stud offensive lineman anytime.
All right, guys. Up next, we're going to take a look at more Ohio State football with a focus on the odds to win the Big Ten title and the odds to win the national title. Up next on The Money.
More of Hollywood Casinos on the money. On the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Coming up on ONN.
America's favorite car show returns to Ohio for the biggest hot rodding event of the year. It's the Good Guys 26th Summit Racing Nationals, and it's all taking place July 12th through the 14th at the Ohio Expo Center in Columbus. Check out thousands of chrome and candied hot rods, muscle cars, and trick trucks. Shop the huge swap meet and vendor midway and see which rides take home the crown of the Good Guys 2024 Classic Instrument Street Rod and PPG Street Machine of the Year. It's all happening July 12th through the 14th at the Ohio Expo Center, and you don't want to miss it. Get complete details at good-guides.com.
We go to war for you.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Scherger of Scherger Shannara Trial Attorneys. Remember, when you're in a legal battle, we're your warriors. Call Scherger Shannara Trial Attorneys at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. Know your rights, because results matter. warforyou.com. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
Listen up, gamers. Mountain Dew has always been your go-to for a refreshing citrus kick. Now it's also your go-to for gaming rewards. With Mountain Dew Gaming Rewards, you just look for codes under the caps of specially marked 20-ounce bottles of Mountain Dew. Enter those codes online to bank points, and then redeem them for awesome gaming gear. Everything from gift cards, game copies, controllers, consoles, custom Mountain Dew gaming gear, and more. Join Mountain Dew Gaming Rewards now.
Open to legal U.S. residents 18+. Subject to program terms at mountaindewgaming.com and 2525. Voter prohibited.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
It's a red, white, and cool sale at Logan Services. Red hot savings up to $2,700 off a train system. And take advantage of 0% APR financing for 72 months. And pick one freebie for extra home comfort this summer. Plus, check out tax credits up to $2,600. With a system for every home and every budget, it's hard to stop a train. Find us online and book your free estimate now. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
Know how. Know now. Be in the know now with the free 10 TV app. News now. Weather now. Traffic right now. Alerts before you know and go. Breaking news, community events, your favorite teams, and their live scores. Anything you want to know, now. Now you know how to know everything, right now. And we love knowing you know. Stay in the know with the 10 TV app. Download it for free right now.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now back to Hollywood Casinos on the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Welcome back to On the Money. 55 days now until August 31st, which of course is the season opener against Akron for Ohio State. I was listening to Jack Sawyer earlier this week on The Fan and how he kind of talked about this group felt like it didn't sit right how things ended last year, which obviously it was a brutal, awful ending last year. But it's been such a good offseason, obviously with the coaching changes, adding Chip Kelly to the staff, the transfers coming in, adding Caleb Downs, the recruiting. The recruiting has been kicking butt. But for me, the best part of this offseason was the 11 Buckeyes that actually decided we're going to come back and make a run at the title, including like Travion and Donovan Jackson and Mecca and Sawyer and JT and Tyleek and Ty Hamilton, and you can go on and on, Denzel Burke, Lathan Ransom, all those guys deciding to come back. And so to me, great offseason, but the best part is having those guys back as Buckeyes, and it's proven in the odds. So let's open up the ESPN Bet app, and here are your updated Ohio State odds for this coming season. Ohio State plus 350 to win the national championship. That is just barely behind Georgia, who's at plus 325 in the ESPN Bet app. And then Big Ten, Ohio State right now plus 145. They are the favorites to win the Big Ten. Right behind them is Oregon. And the over-under season win total is 10.5. 10.5 over, minus 150. If you're taking the under, you're getting plus 120. And then Ohio State to make the playoffs, they have the best odds to make the playoffs at minus 650. Okay, Dave, those 4 options right there, championship odds, Big Ten championship odds, over-under win total to make the playoff. What's the bet with the best value on the board to you right now?
I really like over-under win total. I'll be very surprised if they're sitting there at 10-2. I think they're either going to be 12-0, and I'd put my money, if I had to do like an exact bet, it'd be 11-1. I'll be surprised if they're 10-2. I think there's in my opinion, a better chance they'll be 12-0 than 10-2. And to me, that makes it, nothing's a safe bet. It makes it a relatively safe bet. 'Cause I think 11-1, again, I think they're going to be 11-1 or 12-0. So I like that over-under. Now, you're giving up a little bit of the odds when you do the over. You're going minus 150 if you take the over, and it's plus 120 if you take the under. I'm still doing the minus 150 and taking the over because, like I said, I'll be very surprised. Again, we're just talking about the 12-game regular season. I'll be surprised if they drop 2 of those 12 games. I've been calling it a 3-game regular season. Now, maybe it's 4 games. Iowa, a lot of people say Iowa's the 5th best team in the conference this year, but they're coming here. It's like, with this loaded roster, we think Iowa's going to be able to beat Ohio State in Columbus. I don't. I really think it's a 3-game regular season. I don't see them losing 2 of those 3 games.
And for me, value-wise on the board, I still love the Big Ten championship odds at plus 145. I think that's the value right there. For me, I would be shocked if Ohio State's not in that Big Ten championship game at the end of the year. And so I think at plus 145, that's good value there. Updated Heisman Trophy odds in the ESPN Bet app. Will Howard is 16-1. Quinshon Judkins, 75-1. Mecca is 100-1. Jeremiah Smith, 100-1. Devin Brown, 100-1. Travion Henderson, 100-1. You know what I've gotten into, though, Dave, is I really, really like putting together these parlays of teams that will make the playoff. That is something I have been playing with over the last couple weeks.
Oh, I like it.
Just kind of putting teams in there. And, on the show last week, I kind of gave out as my best bet where you take Ohio State, Georgia, Oregon, and Texas, and those 4, and you're getting plus 175. And I've been building with those 4 and then adding in other teams, adding in teams like Notre Dame, which based on their schedule, I think they're going to probably be a near lock for the 12-team playoff. But you can get some fun, big odds when you put 5, 6, 7 teams, you build them out because, again, 12 teams are making the playoffs this year.
I love it. I might throw, did you have Bama in there? I know, you had your top 4. What's interesting is some sites have Oregon with the 3rd lowest odds to win it all, and some have Texas. ESPN Bet has Texas 3rd and then Oregon 4th. Others have it the other way. Very interesting. So you have Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, and Texas. That's the one where you're getting plus 175?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I know. I love that.
Throw Bama on. Would you throw Bama on there?
Yes. And Bama, by the way, is an underdog to make it. So you're really upping the odds when you throw in Bama.
LSU.
And Scotty knows I love Bama for that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, we've been talking about Bama.
I mean, again, I don't know if I'd roll with Penn State. I don't know.
It's hard to imagine Alabama not being one of the top 12 teams. And I know that the way it breaks down, you're going to have a school that's not from the Power 4 conferences. So maybe you have to be amongst the best 11 teams instead of 12. But still, it's hard to imagine Alabama not being in the playoff. One sneaky team I'll throw out at you is Iowa, because if you look at their schedule is trash. So they have a good chance of getting in. And speaking of trash, that is next on The Money.
This is Hollywood Casinos On the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers.
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Ohio's public schools are safe, welcoming learning environments where everyone can thrive, no exceptions. Thanks to the nearly 120,000 public school educators in the Ohio Education Association. We are dedicated professionals who deserve respect, a living wage, and a seat at the table when decisions are made. And we're using our united voice to demand the supports and resources our students need to succeed. Because in Ohio, public education matters.
America's favorite car show returns to Columbus with a jam-packed weekend of cool cars, cool people, and good times. It's the Good Guys 26th Summit Racing National, and it's all happening July 12th through the 14th at the Ohio Expo Center. Cruise on out with your family and friends and check out over 6,000 of the country's coolest classics on display. And don't miss Good Guys CPP Autocross Racing action, Nitro Thunderfest, a huge swap meet and vendor midway, live music, family fun, and so much more. It's Ohio's biggest hot rod and party of the summer, and it's all going down July 12th through the 14th at the Ohio Expo Center. Get details at good-guys.com.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination. You're listening to Hollywood Casinos On the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
On ONN.
Welcome back to On the Money. Dave Biddle, Scotty Vegas, Ryan Baker. Right about now, it is time for That's Trash. Hit it, Ryan.
Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak.
That's trash. All right, guys. So I'm watching the Reds game yesterday. You know, they're coming off of they sweep the Yankees in Yankee Stadium, coming back home for a 10-game homestand. Had a chance to win the game Friday night, came back, lost by a run. Okay. Great shape yesterday. They're up 2-0. Hunter Green is throwing a gem. Only 104 pitches through 7. And let's keep in mind, the 7th inning, he just breezed through. Quick inning. I mean, he's getting stronger as the game goes on. Absolute domination. I mean, you have to keep him in. David Bell, he's just robotic. I'm still not sure he's human. He's a robot. He takes Hunter Green out, and boom, before you know it, the Tigers have tied it. Before you know, the Tigers have taken a 4-2 lead, and the Reds end up coming back, but not enough. And David Bell taking Hunter Green out after just 104 pitches, 7 innings. I'm not talking 104 pitches after 5 innings. I'm not talking 144 pitches after 7 innings. 104 pitches. You're dominating. It's trash to take Hunter Green out. David Bell was trash yesterday.
That's why I don't read the newspaper, because it's garbage. And the editor that let it come out is garbage.
I'll tell you, I literally laughed out loud when you sent the text.
Read it out loud.
I gotta pull it up.
Read it. No beeping though. You have to actually read it. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me find exactly.
Don't get fired. Don't get fired.
I'd like to tell. I'm just going to make sure that I edit this. I'd like to toss David Bell onto the grill right now. Of course, you were making hot dogs for us. I
was going to say you got to give some context.
Yeah, here's the context. We're doing a hot dog eating contest at 10 o'clock this morning. And I know that you are grilling our hot dogs, which we're going to be eating this morning. And you said, you send a nice, great picture of these hot dogs fresh off the grill. Looked great. And then the next text out of you, I'd like to toss David Bell on the grill right now. And then I can't say what you said after that, but you were ready to throw David Bell right onto the grill. And I can't even edit there's no way to even edit what you texted next. So I will leave that to the imagination. But my trash, guys, I'm telling you, this was just such an awesome weekend. Having the 4th of July on a Thursday is so great because you can make a 4-day weekend out of it. But I will tell you what is trash. There's nothing worse after a long weekend than that Sunday night where, you got to go back to work on Monday morning. And so, you enjoy the long weekend, so much fun with friends and family and all that stuff. But you start to get those Sunday scaries kind of late in the day on Sunday, thinking, oh my gosh, all these things that I got to go back and do on Monday morning. So for me, after a long weekend, that Sunday night is trash.
When I'm dead, just throw me in the trash.
Guys, recruiting, we love it. We love talking about the guys that you hit or miss on and why this recruit should come here and why they shouldn't have picked that school and all of that. But if you're these people on social media attacking these kids and their family members because they don't pick your school or you're hearing they may go to another school. Like I heard some people on Twitter were getting on Riley Pettijohn's mom because this kid is trying to decide where he wants to spend the next 4 years of his life to get him to the position he wants to for his future career in his life. I mean, you're just about the worst kind of human. So
lowest of the low.
If you are picking on recruits and their family on social media because they don't pick your school, you're trash.
I tell you what, this segment is not trash. I feel like we left a little bit on the cutting room floor. So up next is more of That's Trash on the Money.
More of Hollywood Casinos on the money. On the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Coming up on ONN.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
That's the sound of sweat falling drip by miserable drip because your AC has decided to call it quits in this heat. But the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team never quits. So no sweat. The Waterworks offers same-day AC service to help you keep your cool this summer. And that sounds amazing. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Get the best quality Dutch Boy paints for your next project at Menards. Save time with a fresh coat in one coat. Dutch Boy's Forever Interior Paint and Primer offers powerhouse protection with its stain-blocking, odor-reducing technologies. And with Dutch Boy's easy-opening, smooth-pouring container, transforming your home has never been easier. Save big money on Dutch Boy paints at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers, according to J.D. Power. For more information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's a summer savings extravaganza at Kemba Financial Credit Union. You pick how you want your money to grow. Choose a limited time 13-month certificate at up to 5.25% annual percentage yield to lock in your savings with a $500 minimum deposit, or enjoy access to your funds anytime with a money market at 4.75% APY intro rate until October 31st with a $5,000 minimum balance and a $1 million maximum. Visit Kemba.org for details. Restrictions apply. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now back to Hollywood Casinos on the money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
We are 30 minutes away from doing something that could either be really stupid or really, really stupid on the money. We are going to be doing our hot dog eating contest between Dave and I. You grilled up, it looks like you grilled up about a dozen hot dogs for us for this Sunday. And at 10 o'clock, we are going to eat those said hot dogs. And I think it's going to be a race. We're each going to get 3 hot dogs. And who can finish those 3 hot dogs first?
Can I even finish 3 hot dogs is the question.
We got to figure out what the bet is, because there's always got to be something on the line.
I thought we were going double or nothing from our memorial
bet. That's right. Yes, we are. What was that bet? I don't even remember what that was. Was that $20?
Because we haven't seen each other. Yeah, it was $20. We haven't seen each other. This is the first time the 3 of us have done a show since late May. No, maybe very early June. Maybe.
Yeah,
no, I think it was late May.
I think it's about a month. I think the very first. I think
it was late May.
The very first June. I think June 1st was a Sunday. Or no, June 2nd was a Sunday, and we were together, and that's the last time.
Because you were off for 2 weeks, and then I was off for the following 2 weeks. At least it didn't overlap. And Mr. Ryan Baker, I mean,
and Ryan's leaving us next week.
Oh, come on. We're allowed to do that. Ryan can't do that.
Ryan, that's trash. You're not allowed to go anywhere.
I don't care what you say. I'll be gone and not worried about it.
All right, speaking of trash, we're going back to the That's Trash segment. And I got to tell you what, we all have our morning routines, right? And sometimes when those morning routines get knocked out of whack, it's trash. And that happened to me this morning. There is nothing worse than when you're trying to go to the bathroom in the morning, you can't go. Okay, all right, fine, whatever. You'll be set for the day. And then you hop in the shower and you're like, all right, yeah, you get clean for the day. You're all set. And then guess what? Right after that shower ends, you got to go to the bathroom. And I will tell you, there is nothing worse. There's no worse feeling. You're still a little bit wet and you're sitting on that toilet. And that is
Do you
not
jump back
a good
in the shower
situation.
then?
Yes, you got to jump back in.
It's still a little wet. I mean, why not?
You got to go right back in the shower. You're completely naked from getting out of the shower. You're sitting on the toilet. You're going to the bathroom, and then, you got to go clean off again, and so you got to hop in the shower. There's nothing more annoying in your morning routine when that happens and everything is out of whack. So to me, Ryan, that is trash.
Take out the trash.
Scotty, I won't lie. I have 2 friends that I used to play softball with, and every time they used the restroom, they immediately jumped in the shower after.
Every time?
Every time.
So it could be, 3 in the afternoon, and got to hop in the shower.
Absolutely, every time.
What if they're at work?
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't.
Now, I am someone who I try to only do home game bathroom breaks.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. By the way, if you're just tuning into the show, yes, as you can tell, this is a show about sports gambling.
Over/under on daily
or bathroom.
Hey, sometimes you are gambling
situations.
with that.
It is a gamble.
Hey, now.
Is.
All right, next one. Okay. The United States men's national team not even making out of group stage when Panama did and embarrassing themselves. And I think Greg Berhalter, I don't know. I mean, they make bad decisions, so maybe he will come back as head coach. Hopefully not. But the United States men's national team just 2 years away from co-hosting the World Cup. This is supposed to be the golden age of American soccer. Maybe it still will be. I still think the talent's very good on that team, but very disappointing. It was absolute trash. They didn't even make it out of group stage in Copa America.
Guys, I got to tell you, I think the state of Ohio has the worst drivers of anywhere in the country. I've driven a lot of places. I haven't driven a lot out west. Like I've been in Vegas and I've been in Phoenix, but other places out west I haven't been. But I've been most places east of the Mississippi, and there is no state where the drivers are worse than Ohio. I mean, it rains a little bit and people are going 40 miles an hour on the freeway. It snows and people act like they've never seen it before. I can't tell you how many people I see every day jamming on their brakes, and I think we talked about this, Scotty, on the freeway because they've got to get off here. So let's cause a 10-car pileup so I can get off at my exit that I wasn't paying attention to. Dave, the yo-yoing, it drives me insane every day on these freeways. Ohio drivers, you are trash.
I love it because it's trash.
The opposite of trash is Ryan coining the phrase yo-yoing when he's going the same speed on the highway, for example, and somebody else decides they're going to go 80, then go back to 70, then go 85, then back to 70. So then they yo-yo. I like that term. So we drove down to Outer Banks, right? So like anytime someone would yo-yo me, I would say like check this guy out yo-yoing me, and she's like, that is a good phrase. She's like, Ryan came up with that. I'm like, yeah, that's going to be world famous now. Now I thought you were going to say Ohio drivers. I think this, especially in Columbus, I noticed this. And maybe it's especially on 270 South for whatever reason. People camping out in the left lane. Like, what are you doing? So I've always said, if you're camping out in the left lane, going like the speed limit or under, and there's nobody ahead of you and you easily could get over, you're either a jerk or you're an oblivious driver. Either way, I don't want to know you, okay? Camping out in the left lane. Now, if it's, I mean, like a dry day, I will give people like almost a pass if it's raining or snowing. Ryan, nothing infuriates me more if it's a nice dry day. You can get over. You just decide, I'm just going to camp out in the left lane. Terrible people. That's trash.
So in the studio, we have one TV on Wimbledon and we have one TV on golf. It's the Country Club segment, and we're going to talk the Country Club segment next on The Money.
This is Hollywood Casinos On the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
The best of rivals, the best of two leagues meet again this summer. MLS versus Liga MX face off in the 2024 MLS All-Star, starting Sunday, July 21st. After a weekend of soccer celebrations, MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T will come to Lower.com Field on Tuesday, July 23rd, featuring MLS All-Stars versus Liga MX All-Stars as they show off the best of their skills. The two teams will match up once more at the 2024 MLS All-Star Game, presented by Target on Wednesday, July 24th. For more information on tickets and events, visit MLSsoccer.com/All-Star.
Listen up, gamers. Mountain Dew has always been your go-to for a refreshing citrus kick. Now it's also your go-to for gaming rewards. With Mountain Dew Gaming Rewards, you just look for codes under the caps of specially marked 20-ounce bottles of Mountain Dew. Enter those codes online to bank points, and then redeem them for awesome gaming gear. Everything from gift cards, game copies, controllers, consoles, custom Mountain Dew gaming gear, and more. Join Mountain Dew Gaming Rewards now.
Open to legal U.S. residents 18+. Subject to program terms at MountainDewGaming.com and 2525. Voter prohibited.
With surgery and drugs being the main options to treat chronic joint pain, that left orthopedic surgeons like Dr. Ray Tessner thinking,
geez, wouldn't it be nice if we can have another form of treatment that eliminates some of the downside and has a bigger upside as we learn more about it?
And then he found it. Regenerative medicine, an exciting, fast-growing approach to dealing with pain using healing agents from your own body.
Well, it's using the miracle benefits of the human body to help encourage healing.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving patients lasting relief from joint pain in their knees, hips, shoulders, and back.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Finally, options other than surgery and steroids. All natural regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. Learn more. Call today for your free consultation.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Oh no, this storm really did a number on my roof.
You need to get that fixed before it gets worse.
I know, but finding a good roofing company is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Actually, there's only one good roofing company you need to know. Nitro Roofing. Family owned, specializing in residential roofing, and they finish the job quickly without cutting corners.
Wow. Sounds like they're the real deal.
Absolutely. Call Nitro Roofing today. Use code TheFan10 for 10% off. Call 614-714-5693 or visit nitroroofing.com.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. You're listening to Hollywood Casinos On the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
On ONN.
Welcome back to the show. It is time for our country club segment. Tennis, betting, golf betting. Start with Wimbledon. All right. Odds to win the men's championship. That's now 2 words, apparently. The men's championship. The men's championship. All right. Number 1, Yannick Sinner from Italy. The least sounding Italian name ever, by the way. Yannick Sinner. If you would have told
German,
me. German,
right?
It does. It sounds very. Now, there is where he's from. It's interesting. I know this because I did a research on it because of him. There's this region in northern Italy that is predominantly German speaking. Very interesting because, Germany and Italy do share a border. So Sinner is your favorite plus 190. Very close. Alcaraz, the defending champ, plus 210.
Almost lost to TFO the other day.
Yeah, kind of.
5th set.
Right. But I remember thinking, when that was going to the 5th set, Tiafoe had no chance.
For sure.
But
for
good,
sure.
Good
but
for Tiafoe.
TFO was up 2-1.
Good for him to.
When Scotty just said that, I was like, "What's a TFO?"
Francis.
And then I was
Francis
like, "Oh, okay."
Tiafoe.
Tiafoe.
Big foe. Now,
big foe.
Here's one to keep in mind. I didn't even think he was going to play in the tournament because I thought initially he said he wasn't going to play. Novak Djokovic is lurking there at 4-1. That could be a sneaky win. And then Zverev is plus 750. Everybody else is a big-time long shot. And I'll tell you this. I'm rooting for Coco Gauff on the women's side. She's plus 330. The number 1 seed, Iga Swiatek, was knocked out yesterday. Coco Gauff was already the betting favorite. But now, Elena Rybakina, who won Wimbledon 2 years ago, is your favorite at plus 250. I kind of like that value on Elena, even though I'll be rooting for Coco Gauff. We'll see, but I tell you what, man, I'm starting to think that Djokovic 4-1 has some value there.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, the Joker at 4-1 kind of lurking there is intriguing. Let's go to the other country club sport, golf. We've got the John Deere Classic finishing up today. And this is a situation where I want to punch myself in the face because I loved Davis Thompson coming into the tournament. And I just kept staring at his odds. And I took him for a little bit, but I'm mad at myself for not doing more. Basically, FanSport Sunday always talks to John Gerber. And he is an expert in golf betting as well. And he called Davis Thompson as well. He has a 2-shot lead going into the final round today against Eric Cole is 2 back, Aaron Rye is 2 back. Those are the closest chasers. Davis Thompson currently even money to win the John Deere. I actually still think at even money up 2 is decent value for Davis Thompson. But again, at the start of the tournament, he was 25-1 and Gerber called that. That was an excellent call by him. I will tell you, I keep doing my advanced research for the Open Championship coming up in 2 weeks. And gosh, I keep coming back to one name and the value associated with this name, and it's Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm at 20-1 at a major. The talent that Rahm has, he has the talent he is as good as anybody, right? I mean, I know Scotty Scheffler has separated himself as being the clear number 1 golfer in the world, but Jon Rahm, and at 20-1, I still love the value on it. I think it'll be interesting because there's a live tournament this coming week. If Rahm plays well at that, then I think we'll see that 20-1 number come back down to in the 10 to 15 range. So I'm getting the value right now on Jon Rahm at 20-1 for the Open Championship.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but before Scheffler established himself as the number 1 player in the world for 2 years straight, wasn't it Rahm had a solid year there as the number 1 player in the world?
Absolutely. And it was kind of back and forth between Scotty and Jon Rahm. And then Rahm made the jump to live, and kind of a lot of the big names obviously moved to live. And that's part of the reason why I think Scotty is dominating the tour. Now, Scotty's been fantastic, but obviously a lot of these guys that are on live are not playing in these tournaments. And so Scotty's getting some wins that I'm not sure he would have if those live guys were still on the PGA Tour. But for me, value-wise, give me Rahm at the Open Championship at 20-1.
I'm going to piggyback that. I like that a lot. Not much to lose there, with the 20-1 odds and a lot to win. Real quick on Wimbledon, I do want to mention this. It's been a long time since the men on the American side in tennis have had like a legit hope. Not somebody that can be decent like a Taylor Fritz or a Tiafoe or some of these guys. We finally have one. Ben Shelton, he's 21 years old. Now, really tough match today. We mentioned Yannick Sinner, the least sounding Italian name ever, the number one player in the world, the favorite to win Wimbledon. So Ben Shelton's going to take on Sinner today. Ooh. Okay, Ben Shelton, you think he's going to win? You're getting plus 1,280 odds. Plus 1,280. Sinner is minus 3,500. I'm just glad he made it to the fourth round. He made it to the semifinals of the U.S. Open. This guy's got a big-time game. His dad was a pro tennis player. You were there, less than 2 years ago at the Cincinnati Open, formerly the Western and Southern Open, where Ben Shelton had his coming out party. Yep. He was going to go back to Florida for another year of college tennis, and that's when he realized, I'm ready. He got to like the quarterfinals of the Cincinnati Open, and that's a big-time tournament. And he's like, okay, I'm turning pro now. Had a good year last year. His first full year as a pro. He's having a good year this year. Again, he's probably a year or two away from competing for a Grand Slam title, but I think he's going to be our first one since Andy Roddick.
You know what's funny is growing up, Dave, we were spoiled with the American tennis, and it has literally been forever. And I know Roddick had a good stretch there, but he didn't become as dominant because Federer was there. And we need an American hope, and maybe Ben Shelton's that guy.
That's right. Up next is Dingers on the Money.
More of Hollywood Casinos on the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Coming up on ONN.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Ohio's public schools are safe, welcoming learning environments where everyone can thrive, no exceptions. Thanks to the nearly 120,000 public school educators in the Ohio Education Association. We are dedicated professionals who deserve respect, a living wage, and a seat at the table when decisions are made. And we're using our united voice to demand the supports and resources our students need to succeed. Because in Ohio, public education matters.
America's favorite car show returns to Columbus with a jam-packed weekend of cool cars, cool people, and good times. It's the Good Guys 26th Summit Racing National, and it's all happening July 12th through the 14th at the Ohio Expo Center. Cruise on out with your family and friends and check out over 6,000 of the country's coolest classics on display. And don't miss Good Guys CPP Autocross Racing action, Nitro Thunderfest, a huge swap meet and vendor midway, live music, family fun, and so much more. It's Ohio's biggest hot rod and party of the summer, and it's all going down July 12th through the 14th at the Ohio Expo Center. Get details at good-guys.com.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now back to Hollywood Casinos on the Money. On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
From ONN.
Welcome Welcome back to the show. Ryan, it is time for Dingers. Hit it. All right. Each week, Scotty, Ryan, and I pick a Major League Baseball player. We only can take him once the entire year. It's how many home runs he hits that particular week, and we tally them up. Whoever wins gets to be taken out to a nice dinner by the two losers.
I hate this contest so much.
I was looking good for a while now. Ryan Baker's in the catbird seat. What's the updated standings, my friend?
You loved it last week when you won the week, Scotty.
No, I never liked it. I've always hated it. It's trash.
So last week, guys, I picked Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros. He got me 3, so my season total now is 24. Dave, you picked Rafael Devers, third baseman for the Boston Red Sox. He is up to, he got you 2, so you are up to 21 on the year now. And Scotty, I thought you had a good pick. You took Vlad Guerrero Jr. of the Toronto Blue Jays, and he had you a big old goose egg.
He was going to play 7 games in 7 days this last week, which is the first thing that I look at. And he gets hit by a pitch in like his first at-bat on Monday.
Oh, gosh.
They take him out, and then I think he missed the game on Tuesday, and then he's been playing well. He just hasn't been hitting any dingers.
He's been hitting good, just no dingers. He got you nothing, so you're still at 15.
24, 21, 15. Ryan's starting, I mean...
Now, Bids, we've got the All-Star break coming up next
Yeah.
week. So are we going to take this week into that week, or are we going to go next week into the following week?
Next week into the following.
Okay.
Combine, unless you guys...
That's
We've
fine.
already decided. We already decided we're going to not just do All-Star Week as its own thing. The 3 games. Yeah, I say we combine those first 3 games after the All-Star break with the 7 games the following week. So we'll have a 10. You don't care.
It certainly doesn't matter to me. I'm out of the thing.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
All
You could get on a little streak here. All right, I'm going to take Josh Naylor from the wildly famous and talented Cleveland Guardians, who are having a fantastic year. Yeah, I'm a Reds fan, but hey, tip of the cap to the Guardians. I'm very impressed with them. Very impressed. I don't know how you couldn't be. Give me Josh Naylor.
Ryan, who you going with?
So it's usually not good when you do things like this with your heart. But my guy Spencer Steer has hit home runs in 3 straight games, and he has a whole week of playing at Great American Ballpark. I'm going Spencer Steer.
I like that.
And guys, I am going to go with a guy, again, playing 7 games in 7 days. And I took this theory last week where Vlad Guerrero Jr. was hot. He had hit 5 home runs in the previous week. So I pick him, and he hit 0. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing where I'm taking a hot guy who's playing 7 games in 7 days, and it's Christian Walker for the Diamondbacks. He actually has 5 home runs in the last 7 days, which means over the next 7 days, he'll hit 0 because he's on my dinger team.
I was actually looking at Christian Walker this week. He is he is a guy.
He's on fire.
He got drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers, and ever since when he plays the Dodgers, he tears them up. He played the Dodgers this week and
4 home runs.
4 home runs in back-to-back games.
Right. Yeah. So guess what, though? He now joins the Scott Dinger Club, and he will hit 0. That's just the way it goes. I am cursed in this stupid contest, and I'm going to be buying you guys food. Fortunately, though.
No, you and I will be, even if I finish 1 behind Ryan and you finish like 20 behind me, you and I are 50-50 behind Ryan.
Scotty, this whole thing can turn in 1 week.
Oh, you've been saying that the last 6 weeks, Ryan, and it never worked out.
He's trying to reverse psychology.
You're going to have 10 games coming up next week with that All-Star break week. It could all change.
I should just announce my pick right now for the next week, which will be
I'm pretty sure I already know who it is. Yeah,
of course.
Have you thought about going away from your strategy? Because your strategy is take guys who are hot.
Should I take cold guys?
Have you thought about taking guys who are good home run hitters
that are due?
But maybe Have you thought about switching up your strategy a little? Because I feel like, and don't get mad at me, I feel like I can't get any worse.
He's on the 7. I think his main strategy is 7 games. That's been your thing the whole year so far.
I might throw that strategy out the window because that is really not working or mattering.
I started using that strategy though, and it's helped me.
Yeah. You know what's coming up? People cannot miss this because in about 5 minutes, we are going to do our On the Money hot dog eating contest. We've set the rules. All right, it's first to down 3 dogs on air. Ryan, you're going to be doing play-by-play during this, or are you going to be eating?
So we can do it. So
Ryan,
no, I don't think I'm eating.
Ryan, we'll have plenty for you, but like not during the hot dog eating contest.
I noticed you brought in ketchup and mustard as well. Are we adding that to the dogs?
I never would put ketchup on. I thought you wanted me to bring in ketchup. I might put a little mustard on mine.
I'm not grilled to perfection by you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Looks good.
And we're going to ruin that by microwaving them. But we're not going to eat them cold. We got to microwave them.
No,
heat them
you
up a
can't.
little
You
bit.
got to warm them up. Some,
We'll put them in the microwave.
10 seconds
for the whole thing.
Yeah,
probably longer than that because I grilled them last night.
Because I don't want them too hot.
Nah, but longer than 10 seconds, I would think.
Okay.
Wow, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be the worst. Yeah, place your bets. I'd place them on Scotty. I think Scotty's minus 200. You're getting about
reverse psychology
plus 150 on me. I would bet. I can't eat fast. I'm serious.
This is skinny Scotty though.
That's skinny Scotty Vegas. That's true. Maybe I have a chance. All right, the first hour of the show is in the books. If you are listening on The Fan, stick around for the second hour. As promised, we're going to do something stupid called a hot dog eating contest to kick off the second hour. This is On the Money.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
The best of 2 leagues meet again this summer. Catch the stars of MLS and Liga MX as they show off their skills at the 2024 MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T. Tuesday, July 23rd at Lower.com Field. Tickets start at $25. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
Ready for all those warm weather get-togethers? Fill up your grocery basket at Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle's Deals for Days program features more than 1,000 deals on your favorite items, so you can save more on what you like most. Barbecue parties, graduations, communions, they're all easier to plan when you buy at Giant Eagle. These low prices are available for a limited time at your Giant Eagle and Market District, so save today. Find more information on Deals for Days at gianteagle.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good morning, I'm Ryan Baker. Ohio State took a couple L's on the recruiting trail this past week, but they got back on the horse yesterday, nabbing 5-star linebacker Riley Pettijohn. Pettijohn, who's from Texas, is the number 4 linebacker in the class, the number 31 overall player, according to 24/7 Sports. How about James Luaranitis? His first year recruiting 2 top 5 linebackers. That's pretty darn good. The Columbus Crew, they're hot as well. They shut out the Toronto FC 4-0 last night at lower.com. Diego Rossi and Christian Ramirez scored goals for the second straight game. Cucho Hernandez and Mo Farsi chipped in the other 2. The Cleveland Guardians got home runs from Stephen Kwan and John Kinsey Noel. They beat the San Francisco Giants 5-4 yesterday. Man, Hunter Green deserves better. He pitches 7 innings of 3-hit shutout baseball. The bullpen can't hold it, though, for the Reds. They lose to the Tigers 5-3.
Scotty's kids don't ask how his day was. They ask if all his bets won. You're listening to On the Money.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of ESPN. What a play.
Welcome back to On the Money, 97.1 The Fan. I am Dave Biddle. I'm joined by Scott Prokop. We like to call him Scotty Vegas. Producer Ryan Baker at the controls. This is a show about sports gambling if you're just joining us, and we also like to do stupid things like have a hot dog eating contest, which we're going to do here in a matter of moments. Before we do that, it's time for the Parlay Party. Hit it, Ryan. Parlay Party is where we celebrate anything we want to celebrate. Could be a nice parlay that we hit. Could be anything at all. Scotty Vegas, what are you celebrating?
Well, first off, I'm celebrating that we are 55 days away now for Ohio State football. It's feeling close, baby. Woo! Can't wait for it. Love that we're down into the 55 range. And so I'm celebrating that. And today, doing a little getting out on the golf course, participating in our friend Tito's Major today. Actually get to tee off with our boy here, Ryan Baker. So looking forward to getting out on the golf course. I'm doing a different strategy this time because we were in this major about a month ago, and I went in very confident. I had some practice rounds. I was all ready to go. And then I sucked. I was absolutely terrible. I was so angry after the front 9. And I don't usually get that angry on a golf course, but I was yelling at Ryan. I was stomping on the cart, doing all kinds of things, acting like a fool. Today, I'm going in with 0 expectations. That's how I feel like I will do better on the golf course. And the other thing I'm celebrating, guys, it's been a heck of a 4-day weekend. Love, love, love the 4th of July. Had so much fun. Family, friends, grill outs, adult beverages, fireworks, kids, festivals. Did it all in 4 days. Had so much fun. July 4th is now higher ranked on my holiday power rankings list. Ryan, what are you celebrating?
Guys, I'm celebrating the fact that the Wolfpack is back together today. Been the first time in a while for all of us. Scotty was out of town, then Bids was out of town, and I've been doing some other shows, so this is the first one in just a little over a month for us together. It's good to see your ugly, smiling faces today, I'll tell you that much. I'm also excited about the Columbus Major. What a group we're going to have later today. Me, you, and Tito. I feel bad for the other guy that's going to be in our group.
Why can't we get that on YouTube?
That would be hilarious. Although I don't know if we want the evidence of your driving the cart on YouTube.
Yeah, you were complaining about drivers before. You should see me driving a golf cart. It's bad.
Transfusions.
Couple transfusions. Look out. But no, that's going to be fun time later today, playing out in Groveport with all of you guys. And then, guys, I am 6 days away from getting on a plane and flying south for a whole week. And it's going to be a whole week of water and sand and good drinks and good food. So I'm going to miss you guys, but not that much, to be honest. So, Dave, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, you stole my thunder a little bit, but I'm going to parrot it. The Wolf Pack, our 3-man Wolf Pack, is back. It was weird not being together for over a month, but good to be back with you guys. I'll parrot what Scotty said, too, man. Having the 4th of July being on Thursday just made it. You almost even Wednesday didn't really feel like a work day. You feel a little bit of work done on Wednesday, and then, I mean, obviously,
I had no work on Wednesday.
We had to really, work hard from 8 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday doing our show, talking sports. That was obviously like digging ditches, but it really was. It felt like a 5-day weekend almost, and I grilled out 3 straight days The middle day was the huge cookout. Had a little preamble that I sent you guys, some steaks, a few other things, and then the massive cookout was Friday, and then grilled a little bit yesterday as well. All right.
Here we go.
Time to walk the plank. We are going to do a hot dog eating contest, Scotty and I. It's the first 1 to 3. If you're watching on YouTube, you're about ready to be grossed out.
And neither one of us are fast eaters.
No.
Right? I mean, we've eaten plenty of meals together at Hollywood Casino watching games, but we've never really had an eating contest before. So we decided that we're going to do it. We've done really some stupid things on this show previously, like eating really bad tasting jelly beans. We've done that.
Smelling salts.
We've done smelling salts.
We might need some smelling salts after we do this.
We've had to sing Country Roads.
One of us had to sing Country Roads.
One of us did, but you've done it multiple times. You did it with Noah from the casino. So, yeah, we've had all kinds of bets. Now, this one here, this might be the dumbest idea because we're live on the radio and we're going to be stuffing things in our mouth.
And we have big money on the line. We're going double or nothing, our $20 bet from Memorial. So you're either going to owe me $40 or you're going to owe me nothing.
So, Ryan, you're going to have to do play-by-play.
We will. Well, before we get into this, what in the heck happened to those buns on the table there?
Oh, we made a deal.
I mean, that just...
We made a deal early on. Each one of the... Because these hot dogs don't fit the bun at all. We said, I asked him, are you okay with it? He said, yeah. We just tore off a little bit of each of the bun. So it fits the hot dog.
I didn't know if you guys were fishing or you trying to be like Tommy Boy when he squishes the naughty pet or what. That looks ridiculous.
There are leftover buns all over the studio.
We'll clean that up.
Yeah, we
I'm
will.
sure Greg is really happy right now.
We had a little bit of a fire drill there where we had to get everything ready to go.
I also love that in preparation for this hot dog eating contest, Dave bought an entire roll of paper towels. So not just a couple napkins. He's anticipating a true mess here in the studio.
It's the mega roll.
Because we another thing Scotty and I agreed, we didn't know this ahead of time, which is why I brought the whole roll of paper towels. I didn't know if Scotty was going to want to dunk the bread in water, which I find gross. I'm glad we're not doing that. So that's another thing we agreed. No dunking in water. We're eating hot dogs like Americans eat hot dogs. Like
you have
humans,
a full water bottle there,
like
though.
humans, I do, and I got a Diet Mountain Dew.
And this is just the first to get 3 down, right?
Yeah, first to eat
Can I even get 3 down?
Which, by the way, the reason we're doing this is the big hot dog eating contest took place on July 4th. Patrick Bertoletti with 58 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Only
Incredible.
in America, man, is a sport where let's see how much fatter you can get as a sport.
And, of course, you could bet on it. That was something I saw that the over-under hot dogs was 39.5. So he blew that number way out of the water.
But that same day, Joey Chestnut did something with the troops at Fort Bliss, and he ate 57 in 5 minutes, half the time, and he had one less.
That's hilarious that he ended up going like head-to-head with.
So we're doing 3 dogs.
All right, let's do it. All right, Ryan, give us the countdown. It's time.
I got a little mustard and a little ketchup.
All right, guys, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Scotty got a little bit of a jump there, I think. He might have taken that first bite just a fuzz early. But
these are well cooked.
Thank you.
I love how Scotty still leaned back and talked into the mic as he was eating. That was good. We can
Very
get the
quality.
Hearing them chomping
We're gonna need
and
a new
chewing.
mic cover after this. I got a little ketchup on
Well,
there.
I'm glad you're the only one that uses that, so...
These are Conn's hot dogs, by the way.
They're both about halfway through there. Well, Scotty's probably 3/4 of the way through his first one.
Not very fast.
Not very fast here at all, guys. Joey Chestnut would have down 5 by now.
I'd be dunking them, though.
What does that have to do with anything? Bids is already stretching.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not. None
On
of
the
that.
first hot dog?
Come on.
No.
This is quality radio right now, guys. This is
terrible.
Scotty, are you done with one yet?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Scotty's okay. So Scotty's heading off to number 2. Dave's choking.
Dave is all red. And you look like you
got to hit the Mountain Dew.
Yeah. This is one hot dog, Dave. This isn't. Why are you choking?
You must have laughed and it took something down the wrong hole.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
No, I'm
this
dead
can't be.
serious. I'm nervous about Dave. Uh-oh. We got things flying out.
Are we going to have to Heimlich maneuver?
Wait. Do we need to end this thing? Wait. Are you okay?
I think he's okay. He's just catching his breath here. But Scotty is definitely going to win this thing if we continue.
Okay, yeah, I think we might need to call it. Dave, you are really red, and I'm getting a little nervous. Okay. All right. We're going to call it.
Hot dog eating contest has ended.
This was a
Scotty
Vegas.
Scotty Vegas is the winner.
I don't want to laugh.
I know.
But stop laughing. I'm stopping laughing. Okay.
Benz is gonna take a hiatus here real quick.
Now I will say that these hot dogs were well cooked.
Delicious.
He is a better grower than he is an eater.
And this is
trash can out there.
This is why we're slow eaters on the money.
Oh no! Oh boy, that was some that. See, I told you we do dumb things on this show.
This was dumb.
And this, if we're power ranking dumb things that has happened, we almost lost Dave.
This was pretty dumb. If that's the case.
Oh man! All right, let's get back into sports betting stuff, Ryan, because. One of the things that you had for us is you've got a whole list of hot takes out there in the sports betting world.
I do have some.
And you and I were talking about this before the show started, and we were kind of looking at the NFL MVP odds. And that was kind of the one that stuck out to us the most was where do we go as far as betting the futures for the NFL MVP? And you made a great case that you think Jared Goff makes sense as far as value-wise. And I agree with you because a couple things. You and I are both high on the Lions this year. We think that they are going to be a potential Super Bowl contender, right? And then second of all, the Lions offense is just weapons all over the place, and their defense was very bad last year. Mm-hmm. So they have to outscore teams to win games.
And
so Goff's going to put up numbers.
We know they upgraded their secondary, but still, we don't know how that's going to be. And when you have a quick strike offense, sometimes that's not good for your defense either. Jared Goff right now is 25-1 to win the MVP. And I will say, I still think if he's healthy all year, my favorite to win the MVP this year is Joe Burrow. But I have been on record as saying I think the Lions win the NFC this year and are the NFC representative in the Super Bowl. And if that's the case, Jared Goff is right to the top of the list.
Absolutely. Now, do you have the MVP odds in front of you there?
I do have them up now.
Let's do it.
So Patrick Mahomes is the favorite at 5-1. Josh Allen, which I don't see or get, is second at 8-1.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud is actually third at 8.5-1. Joe Burrow 9-1. Lamar Jackson 13-1. That's your top five.
Yeah, I'm with you. Gosh, the Joe Burrow at 9-1 is intriguing, but gosh, Jared Goff 25-1. I think might be the best value on the board there.
How about this for value too, Scotty? And I know we do not get a running back in this until looks like the 18th best odds here. 1, 2,
which has
3,
to be
4,
McCaffrey.
5, 6. So 20th best odds on the board. Christian McCaffrey at 60-1.
Yeah, gosh,
how are guys like Caleb Williams, Kyler Murray, and Kirk Cousins ahead of Christian McCaffrey in the MVP race?
Because it's a quarterback award.
It's insane.
I mean, it's just like when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy. I mean, yes, there could be better players, obviously, but it's a quarterback award, unfortunately. So
Jared Goff at 25-1 is, I think, worth the squeeze.
I think that's the value as well. All right, I think Dave's okay. Of course, we tried to do our little hot dog eating contest here on the money. Dave got about 2/3 of a hot dog in, and the face got real red. Like his face was as red as a tomato.
I think he went to laugh at something and sucked then part of the bun down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, and then so we had to call it off. I end up winning with only one hot dog eaten. I'm going to eat another hot dog during this break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do this or that. This is On the Money.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Celebrate July 4th with the hottest deals at Lowe's. Right now, get 2 select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for $10. And buy 2, get 1 free on select paint and exterior stain via Lowe's gift card rebate. Shop these deals before they're gone because Lowe's knows summer savings. Valid through 7/10. Annuals offer in-store only. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Paint. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details while supplies last.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward. Know what's tricky? Producing a lot of compelling off-season football content. Know what's not tricky? Continuing to come up with reasons why you should do what I did and call Awaken 180. I dropped 45 pounds in just 10 weeks, and to this day, it's still gone, plus 10 more pounds. Calling it magic is an understatement. Awaken 180 isn't just about losing weight, it's about finding a new balance. Especially with that GLP-1 hormone everyone's talking about. GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180 is the quicker, safer way to adjust what your body needs without relying on daily meds or injections. My doctors are impressed, and honestly, so am I. Awaken 180 is a sustainable change that's backed by more than just my success story. Over 22,000 others share the same success. If your doctor's pushing for another prescription, ask them about GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180. The support doesn't stop when you hit your goal either. Free support for life. Check it out, awaken180weightloss.com. Doctor approved, Austin Ward endorsed.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan, that's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
My name is Dr. Ray Tessner. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Columbus, Ohio. I've been involved with taking care of athletes and aging athletes for over 35 years.
Dr. Ray Tessner knows a thing or two about joint pain, and one thing he's a big believer in right now is regenerative medicine.
The advantage that I see in a regenerative medicine that there's really no downside to it.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in this exciting way to deal with joint pain, using natural concentrated healing agents from your own body to go to work on achy joints, restoring and repairing damaged tissue.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Tired of that pain in your knees, hips, back, and shoulder? Before you go under the knife, get a second opinion from QC Kinetics. You really can get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime.
QC Kinetics has become a leader in the regenerative medicine field.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Stepping out the door this morning, skies are clear. We're going to have a high UV index today with a lot of sunshine, so don't forget the sunscreen. Highs very warm, back to 88 degrees. But low humidity will make it feel a little bit more comfortable than what we have in store for tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Doppler 10 forecast on The Fan.
Dave Biddle was caught trying to bet on office ping pong matchups. You're listening to On the Money.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN. What a play.
I am happy to report that Dave is alive and well. We tried to do our hot dog eating contest. Dave got about 2/3 of the way through that hot dog, and then I've actually never been more nervous watching somebody eat because you turned bright red. It was like you were a tomato, and you couldn't get any words out, and things were starting to fly out of your mouth, and got a little nervous for you, Dave, to be honest with you. But you went out to the hall, regrouped, and you are back and better than ever.
Yeah, it's like in tennis where they need to leave the court, to have a little bathroom break. You know, that was me. Yeah. So, it didn't go. I knew that you were going to win. I was hoping I could get through one hot dog without choking. Couldn't do it.
No.
Had a little acid reflux, and I was laughing. And then all of a sudden, Ryan's joking, are we going to need to do the Heimlich? And I'm thinking, maybe.
Yeah.
Couple of scary seconds there.
Got dicey. Not kidding. And not playing it up for radio here.
No.
That was one red face that, that was across from me right there.
Never again. No more eating contests.
No. We'll still do stupid things. We just won't do stupid eating things anymore.
My wife's going to laugh her butt off at me. She was like, you're terrible. You're not going to be able to eat fast. And she's going to laugh her butt off when I tell her about this.
She was right. I've got the YouTube clip of you, to be honest with you. And so if you haven't seen it, you can go to YouTube.
Shut up.
We're going to have to cut that up and make it a short.
We really are. That's a short. All right, let's do this or that. Hit it, Ryan.
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come.
Okay, we do a lot of goofy things. That was certainly one of them. But let's get back to Ohio State football, which is our bread and butter here. And let's talk about this because James Luaranitis again with a big-time recruit this last weekend and a big-time linebacker recruit joining the Buckeyes. So my question for you guys, are you getting with 5 years from now, who has the better coaching career going forward, James Luaranitis or Brian Hartline? 5 years from now, when we look back.
Jeez, that's
it's
a really
ridiculously
good one.
tough one.
I'll go with James Luaranitis just because I think Brian probably will be a head coach eventually as well. There's just something about James that exudes like he's going to be a successful major college head coach one day. I just get that vibe from him, and maybe Brian will too. Impressed with both of those men. But I'll go with James. I'll go with Little Animal.
Yeah, gosh, it's hard. It's hard not to. And again, we think so highly of both guys, and we worked with James Luaranitis here at the station for a very long time. One of my favorite athletes that we've ever worked with. Just a great guy as well. But gosh, what he's done immediately here has been fantastic. I'm going to go with James.
Guys, this isn't even close to me, and it's no slap in the face to Brian Hartline. I think it's James. Like, he has got future head coach of the Ohio State football team written all over him.
All right, you guys getting with putting ketchup on a hot dog, or are you not getting with that?
Yeah, I like to put a little bit of ketchup. I mostly go mustard. I go about 80% mustard and then a little 10, 15, 20% ketchup. Might throw a little onion in there as well. But, a tiny bit of ketchup.
I don't like ketchup on my hot dogs. I do think it's funny, like how Chicago takes it personally, like no ketchup on hot dogs, and some people make fun of that. They're having fun with it. They're not actually going to like injure you probably if you put ketchup on your hot dog in Chicago. I still wouldn't recommend doing it in Chicago, but no, I don't put ketchup on my hot dogs. I like either yellow mustard, stadium mustard, and like you mentioned, you want to get. I like dill pickle relish, not sweet pickle relish, and I like onions, like you said, diced onions. But ketchup, yes or no, Ryan?
Guys, I can do it, but I just prefer it without. The perfect hot dog to me is open up that bun, sprinkle some shredded cheese in there, throw the hot dog right on it, and go. So I'm not going to get with it. Guys, I think we've touched on something similar to this before, but man, watching the Reds last night just really got me thinking about this. Would you rather your team get blown out and you know from the beginning you're out of it, or would you take that last-second devastating loss?
Oh, both of those suck, right?
Yeah, I guess in baseball especially, I'll take the devastating loss in a regular season because you got to think that's going to average itself out. You start getting blown out a lot, you're going to blow your bullpen out. Your pitching staff's just going to be. You got to think like guys are not going to be pitching very long if they're starters if you're getting blown out. So I'll give me, as much as both of those suck, I would take a close game and a heartbreaking defeat, which the Reds have had the last couple nights. Yeah, I'll take that over a blowout.
So let's put it this way. So for me, my favorite sports team is Ohio State basketball. And if they are getting blown out in a game, I am angry from start to finish. I still watch every second of it, but I'm angry for the entire time. If it's a last-second loss, it's something where I'm in the game, I'm excited, I'm watching, I'm all on board with it for most of the time, and then you just have that brutal ending. So for me, I'm getting with the tough, heartbreaking loss over just being blown out and killed in the game.
Guys, I'm going to go with the blowout. I know it's over. I can accept it early, and then I can move on. Or if I still want to watch it, at least I know. And then if they come back and win, I'm elated at that, and I wasn't expecting it because my mindset had already changed. So I take the blowout.
Guys, let's talk a little backyard sports. I played a lot of them over the last 4 days. It's fun getting a group together and playing some kind of activity in the backyard. Are you guys getting with cornhole as a better backyard sport or bocce ball?
I like both of them. I'll go cornhole, though. Excuse me. I'm not choking again, as far as you guys know. And I like that cornhole was invented in Ohio.
Would you rank cornhole as your favorite backyard game?
Probably. You have the best backyard. In your backyard, you can do like closest to the pin. You got a
home run derby.
A little bit of everything. Yeah, and I like bocce. We did some of that at your party as well. But give me cornhole.
It's funny. I don't remember playing bocce at the party, but I don't remember a lot about the party.
Shocking.
The bocce ball for me is wonderful because people at all ages and skill levels can participate in bocce ball, right? I mean, you don't have to be like that one's mostly luck versus cornhole where it takes a little bit more skill. And if you're way behind in cornhole, it's so hard to come back. So for me, I'm taking bocce over cornhole.
It's funny that you did this because I almost thought up of something with cornhole. I was kind of thinking like cornhole and horseshoes almost. Like
I've never played horseshoes.
Horseshoes was like the original cornhole,
yeah.
I feel like. But I'm going to go with cornhole. I enjoy some cornhole, and I think it's a little better than bocce ball.
All right, you guys getting with more than one quarterback will transfer away from Ohio State following this season? You getting with more than one quarterback will transfer from Ohio State after this season, or are you not getting with that?
Man, gosh, at this point, I feel like it's going to be more than one. You know, it's such so many guys. Yeah, I'm going to go with over. Setting that over under at 1.5, I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously Will Howard won't be here. And then, so if you're Devin Brown, you're thinking, okay, now if you lose out to Will Howard, which I think he will, you're thinking, okay, I got 2 years left, so I'll be the starter now. But, Julian Sands coming behind you. Okay, then what's Lincoln Keenholz thinking? What's Aaron Nolan thinking? I'm with you. I won't be surprised. I'll be shocked if nobody transfers. I think at least one will, and I bet you 2 will. Don't forget, Tavian St. Clair's coming in here, too. Not that he's going to play as a true freshman, but I'm getting with 2 will transfer.
I think that's the key right there, Dave, is Tavian St. Clair and all the hype around this kid and just his meteoric rise. And Ohio State's still offering and trying to get quarterbacks in the class after that as well. I can't see these guys sticking around and waiting 3 and 4 years for their turn. So I'm going to say that we will get 2. All right, guys, I was feeling a little nostalgic for some reason this morning. If you could bring back one drink from your youth, and hopefully you guys both know these, are you getting with Surge or are you getting with Jolt Cola?
I don't know Jolt cola at all.
Jolt was the one that had the tons of caffeine in it. I think it was illegal in Ohio for a while. Because I visit my cousins in Pennsylvania, and you could get it there. Oh, you can get Jolt. You're 12 years old. Oh, you can get Jolt, man. Wasn't Jolt illegal in Ohio for a while?
It might have been. I'm not sure.
I'm getting with Jolt.
That sounds awesome.
Just because it was kind of cool. I'd visit my cousin. Oh, man, you want some Jolt? You know, we're 12 years old. Like, yeah, man, give me that caffeine.
Yeah.
My cousin's getting me in trouble.
That sounds awesome. Sounds like a drink I'd like. I'll take the Jolt. Give me a Jolt.
Guys, I had Jolt a couple times, but I didn't have it a lot. I drank a lot of Surge growing up, so I feel like that would take me back to my youth. So I'm going with the Surge.
When we come back, we're going to play a little game called Two Truths and a Lie. This is On the Money.
News, opinions, and insight, all before breakfast. Rise and shine with Morning Juice.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You can use your phone at a doctor's office. You can use your phone at a football game. You can even use your phone at an amusement park. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines now start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Hey, what's up, Buckeye Nation? It's Cardale Jones. Join me Saturday, July 20th at Huntington Park for the Schmitz Cardale Jones charity softball game presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force. Come check out former Buckeye greats take on this year's current Buckeye stars such as Emeka Ibuka, Jaden Ballard, and many more. Come see and meet the Buckeyes before they hit the field this fall. Gates open at 5 p.m. Contests and prizes all night long. Home run derby at 6:30 and the game to follow. Tickets available at BuckeyeCruise.com. Why picnic when you can Schmicknick? Get your $10 tickets now at BuckeyeCruise.com.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up a brand new store in your area, located at Taylor Square in Reynoldsburg, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, MyBobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my brand new Bob's Discount Furniture, coming to Reynoldsburg this summer.
Get Bob's Discount! The Buckeyes are starting fall camp and we're tagging along. The Fan is broadcasting live August 1st through the 4th at Ohio State football practice. Morning Juice and Bishop and Friends Thursday and Friday, plus live weekend programming. Let's go.
Did your mobile provider just increase their prices again? Switch to Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. With Spectrum Mobile, you get unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Switching to Spectrum Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your phone balance up to $2,500. Stop dealing with price hikes from your cell phone company. Get Spectrum Mobile. Visit spectrum.com/itpays-to-switch for full details. Offer subject to change. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
That's the sound of sweat. Falling drip by miserable drip. Because your AC has decided to call it quits in this heat. But the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team never quits. So no sweat. The Waterworks offers same-day AC service to help you keep your cool this summer. And that sounds amazing. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Swimming is a great way to exercise and spend time with family and friends. Always swim with a buddy, keep an eye on children, and be prepared in an emergency if there is no lifeguard on duty. The next time you go to the pool, be water smart and know where the safety equipment is located. Complete the Ohio Department of Health Safety Equipment Scavenger Hunt and learn more about pool safety at odh.ohio.gov/swim. Have a safe swim.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Attention, boating enthusiasts. Bennington factory demonstration models are at Buckeye Lake Marina. These exclusive demo units are loaded with the features built to dazzle at shows and exhibits. And guess what? They're all brand new with a full warranty. Some have never even touched the water. Hold on to your mooring ropes because we're offering dock shaking discounts up to $40,000 only at Buckeye Lake Marina. These deals are hotter than the summer sun and won't last long. Visit Buckeye Lake Marina and make your dream boat a reality today. BuckeyeLakeMarina.com, where your adventure begins.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Scotty Vegas has his own cot in the casino. You're listening to On the Money.
Presented by ESPN Bet, the official sports book of ESPN. What a play.
We'll have to head out to the casino sometime in the near future.
Absolutely.
It's been too long since the three-man Wolfpack have been out to the casino. What are we doing? Now, we were there like every day for like 2 months straight.
And we will be again in about 2 months.
Ryan was the only one of the three of us that didn't almost get divorced during that time period because he's not married. Jeez.
The smart one.
Whoa. Hey, now. All right. Speaking of the smart one, let's do some two truths and a lie, Scotty Vegas.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
Not so smart now.
Embarrass both of you here. And here's the deal. I will read 3 statements. 2 of them are true. 1 of them is a lie. You two will work together to determine what is the lie. They are all sports betting related, of course, here on The Money. First statement. The Ohio Bobcats are in the top 10 of record against the spread, their win percentage against the spread over the last 10 seasons. The Ohio Bobcats, top 10. Second one, the Cleveland Browns are among the top 5 NFL teams against the spread over the last 20 years. And last one, over the last 20 years, the Cowboys have the highest average season win total of any team that has not won a Super Bowl. And that win total is 9.2 games. Which one is the lie of the 3?
Browns. Was that too obvious?
I
definitely think the first one was true.
I think the Ohio Bobcats one is true.
Yeah. Solich had a great run there.
I think the Browns are actually really good against the spread, but the 20 years, I think the 20 years is too long. I think recently they have, but the 20 years might be too long.
I thought he was going to go like last 5 years. Like, yeah, since Stefanski's been there, they've been good.
And the Cowboys one seems, I'm trying to think of who could be in there, that maybe the Buffalo Bills.
So the Ravens have won one, obviously, during that time period.
How many years was it?
20. Last 20 years.
Have the 49ers won
season
one?
win total on average.
No,
that has not won a Super Bowl.
49ers have not.
I think they would be up there as well.
Let's go. You want to go to Cowboys? I think the Browns is like a trick question. Let's go Cowboys.
Okay.
It's the Cleveland Browns.
Always go with your first instinct. I said it right away. I was like, Browns.
The Browns one is true recently, but not 20 years, right?
God.
So here's the top 5 NFL teams against the spread over the last 20 years. The Patriots are number 1. The Packers are 2. The Colts are 3. The Bengals are 4. And the Steelers are 5. The Browns are not in the top 5. The Bobcats are 10th as far as against the spread win percentage over the last 10 years. And the Cowboys, who obviously have not won a Super Bowl in the last 20 years, do have the highest win total going into a season, which on average is 9.2. So there you go. You guys are 0 for 1. Now, this next one here is going to be pretty impressive stats, one of which is a lie. Okay, so first one. Since 2008, the Indianapolis Colts are 2-13 straight up and 1-14-1 against the spread in Week 1 games. Okay, 1-14-1 against the spread in Week 1 games. That's the Colts. Next one. Since 2018, the LA Dodgers have played 1,019 games and have been an underdog just 65 times. Isn't that unbelievable? 65 times. All right. Last one.
Did he just give it away that that's a truth? Isn't that unbelievable? Maybe it is.
Oh, man. Okay. And then, wait. Those. Okay. I did give it away, didn't I?
He's flummoxed. So what's the other one? Yeah, you definitely did.
All right. The last one.
But I picked up on it, so.
Is the Raiders are 80-1 to win the Super Bowl. The highest bet placed on them was $31,000 to win $2.48 million. Which one of those is a lie?
So is the Colts a lie or is the Raiders a lie? Because we know the Dodgers is true.
That Colts one seems pretty random. Like, that's just a pretty random stat there. I tend to believe that.
What are the chances Scotty intentionally threw us off there? Like, oh, isn't that unbelievable? I think,
that's what I was kind of thinking.
That's the real one. I thought I outsmarted. He's like, no, I just outsmarted you. I'm still going to say that he gave that away. All right, so let's pick between.
Who's betting $31,000 on the Raiders?
Crazy Raider fan. It's not like $3 million, $31,000 to somebody who's rich. Really nothing.
Need an answer.
I'm leaning Colts. You make final decision.
You go ahead.
Colts.
The Colts one is true, and I was shocked by that. I was shocked.
It is the Raiders.
The fact that they 1-14-1 against the spread in Week 1 games. How ridiculous is that? But and going back to that Dodgers one, that one blew me away. The fact that they were an underdog just 65 times in their last basically 1,020 games, that they've been an underdog just 65 times.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So there you go. All right. So there you go. You guys struggled on the first one, kind of came together on the second one. But that's two truths and a lie. Let's go back now to the Ohio State recruiting news. Obviously, huge weekend, Dave. Want to get kind of your thoughts. James Luaranitis on fire.
Yeah, and, this is nothing against Justin Hill. If he changes his mind, wants to be a Buckeye, I would love that. But, you lose one, you gain one. You lose Justin Hill. Everybody made a big deal about it. You read national stories. Ohio State lost a big-time recruit in their backyard. You don't know anything about Cincinnati area. That's been the one area of Ohio where it hasn't always been easy for Ohio State. Not really your backyard. Still, good get by Alabama. And they did a good job selling him on, hey, we use these hybrid guys like you. Will Anderson, guys you've heard of, Dallas Turner. Ohio State really doesn't. You're either now a linebacker or you're a defensive end. And Ohio State was telling him they were going to change it and use him in that role. Now, if he does change his mind, and there's a long way till signing day, my friend, I would welcome him in the class tenfold. But give me Riley Pettyjohn over Justin. If you had pick one or the other, and they don't play the exact same position. Pettyjohn's a true linebacker. Hill's kind of that edge rusher hybrid, like I was saying. Give me Pettyjohn every time. Well, again, that's nothing against Justin Hill. It's just Pettyjohn is overall the better player.
Yeah, and Dave, I just love that Ohio State goes into Texas and gets him over Texas and Texas A&M. I mean, that feels like a big deal to me. The fact that you can go down to Texas and get him. And we know he is a unbelievable track star, 100-meter dash in 10.7 seconds. I'm excited. We talked about this last hour, that sometimes when you land a position, it means a little bit more. For me, I love landing those 5-star linebackers because I grew up loving Andy Katzenmoyer and A.J. Hawk and watching those guys. And so when you land a 5-star linebacker and Bobby Carpenter and those James Luaranitis,
Anthony Schlegel.
It's incredible. And so 5-star linebacker to me brings a smile to my face just about as much as a 5-star quarterback does.
I love it. Now, Ryan and I get most excited about offensive linemen. That's how we do it. Other than quarterback. Quarterback's the most important position on the field. It's with Ryan Day, though, it's like, I know he missed on Kyle McCord. He'll admit that, but he's been so on point with everything he's done with quarterbacks. And I think Will Howard's not going to be a superstar, but he's going to be what Ohio State needs this year. But yeah, other than quarterback, I get most excited about if they land a 5-star offensive lineman. If they land David Sanders Jr., I'll be doing backflips with you. And then I'll be in the hospital.
That's what I was just going to say. Tavion St. Clair, that's huge. He's awesome. David Sanders Jr., to me, is the most important recruit for Ohio State in the past 5 years.
And especially the fact that you would be pulling him out of the South, too. and he's very interested in Ohio State. Bill Kurelic was reporting probably the biggest hurdle, that's how much he loves Ohio State, is proximity to home. Other schools he's looking at, are much closer to home. Now, it's not a terrible drive from Charlotte to Columbus. It's an easy flight. There's plenty of direct flights, and it's an easy flight. It's a quick flight, so I think they're in really good position. And I mentioned Paris Johnson Jr. earlier. Paris Johnson Jr. is one of the guys that David Sanders Jr. looks up to and talks to frequently. Monica Daniels is now her name. Paris's mom is doing a great job helping recruiting. So. And the NIL, I'm sure, is going to step up. So hopefully we get David Sanders Jr.
Let's update the Ohio State odds in the ESPN Bet app. Ohio State now plus 350 to win the national championship behind just Georgia, who is plus 325. They are the favorites, of course, to win the Big Ten at plus 145. Oregon is second. The over-under season win total is 10.5. 10.5 over is minus 150. 10.5 under plus 120. And then to make the playoff, Ohio State actually has the best odds out of anybody, and those are minus 650 in the ESPN Bet app to make the playoff.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The Big Ten's going to be so much fun this year with Oregon joining. And the other teams as well. USC will be good offensively and bad defensively. Have you ever heard that before with the Lincoln Riley team? But Oregon is legit, and Michigan's always going to be Ohio State's rival. I'm not breaking news there, but I think Oregon, it'll take a while because we're so used to Penn State being the number 2 rival, so to speak. Man, with the way Oregon's recruiting, with the way this year could go, everybody's picking Ohio State, Oregon as the top 2 teams in the Big Ten. Some people have Oregon as the 3rd lowest odds to win the national championship. Ohio State's 2nd lowest odds, according to everybody. I think we're headed for Oregon taking Penn State's place as Ohio State's number 2 rival, so to speak.
This was actually a campfire question that we had last night that we were talking about. Of the 4 new Big Ten teams, if you were to pick one road trip to go to their stadium and to watch a game, a Buckeye road game there, of the 4, what would be your favorite? Oregon, Washington, USC, UCLA? Which would be the one that you would most want to do?
Definitely Oregon. I'm not covering the game this year. My cohorts at Bucknuts will be, but that would be one I would like to see. It's a really cool stadium, I've heard, and we've seen it on TV. I've never been there, but Autzen Stadium is a really cool place. I've covered an Ohio State USC game at the Coliseum. I've been at the Rose Bowl multiple times. I've never been to Husky Stadium. That's a really cool place with the boats, like right there.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, but give me Autzen Stadium and Oregon. That'd be the one that I'd like to. What about you?
Yeah, what's cool to me is that all 4 are intriguing to me. The fact that you obviously going out to the Rose Bowl would be sweet, the Coliseum, but you're right. I would love to go to Oregon. I think that would be the number 1. How I would power rank the 4 road trips for Ohio State to go to. I think that would be the coolest.
Yeah, and the Coliseum is cool. I know people say, the Coliseum's a dump. Come on. It's dripping with tradition.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Now, the game itself wasn't really cool when I was out there. That was the Todd Beckman started never again after that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't go well. Ray Malaluga, pick 6, just trucking people in the way, coming right at us. We're just like, oh, man, this is not going well. And now, it's funny. When growing up, USC was like almost unbeatable for Ohio State. It was just like, they'd play them in the Rose Bowl. USC would always get over on them. And finally, Ohio State was able to turn the tables in that 2017 Cotton Bowl, really took it to USC. And I thought when USC joined the conference, they'd be immediately the toughest team joining from the Pac-12 teams. No, Oregon is. All right, up next is Best Bets on the Money.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. I just freaked the hell out of someone. The fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to Reverse Aesthetics. Our medical weight loss program includes popular medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide, both of which are supercharged by our body sculpting treatments. For only $2.99 per month, under the supervision of our board-certified medical doctor, Reverse Aesthetics can help you achieve your weight loss goals while tracking progress quarterly. We have plenty of inventory and can begin treatment within 48 hours of your consult. Schedule now at reverse-aesthetics.com or call us at 614-656-4000.
Oh no, this storm really did a number on my roof.
You need to get that fixed before it gets worse.
I know, but finding a good roofing company is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Actually, there's only one good roofing company you need to know. Nitro Roofing. Family owned, specializing in residential roofing, and they finish the job quickly without cutting corners.
Wow, sounds like they're the real deal.
Absolutely. Call Nitro Roofing today. Use code TheFan10 for 10% off. Call 614-714-5693 or visit nitroroofing.com.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward. Know what's tricky? Producing a lot of compelling off-season football content. Know what's not tricky? Continuing to come up with reasons why you should do what I did and call Awaken 180. I dropped 45 pounds in just 10 weeks, and to this day, it's still gone, plus 10 more pounds. Calling it magic is an understatement. Awaken 180 isn't just about losing weight, it's about finding a new balance. Especially with that GLP-1 hormone everyone's talking about. GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180 is the quicker, safer way to adjust what your body needs without relying on daily meds or injections. My doctors are impressed, and honestly, so am I. Awaken 180 is a sustainable change that's backed by more than just my success story. Over 22,000 others share the same success. If your doctor's pushing for another prescription, ask them about GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180. The support doesn't stop when you hit your goal either. Free support for life. Check it out, awaken180weightloss.com. Doctor approved, Austin Ward endorsed.
Guess what? Our ugly faces are on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan and watch all your favorite shows. Laptop, phone, tablet, smart TV, we're everywhere. Bring us in the bedroom with you. Yes, The Fan.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just a slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
My name is Dr. Ray Tessner. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Columbus, Ohio. I've been involved with taking care of athletes and aging athletes for over 35 years.
Dr. Ray Tessner knows a thing or two about joint pain, and one thing he's a big believer in right now is regenerative medicine.
The advantage that I see in a regenerative medicine that there's really no downside to it.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in this exciting way to deal with joint pain, using natural concentrated healing agents from your own body to go to work on achy joints, restoring and repairing damaged tissue.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Tired of that pain in your knees, hips, back, and shoulder? Before you go under the knife, get a second opinion from QC Kinetics. You really can get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime.
QC Kinetics has become a leader in the regenerative medicine field.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Want to know anything about the Fan's contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas both think they're right. Chances are they're both wrong. On the Money presents Best Bets.
Sponsored by Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
One of my favorite things to do right now in sports betting is put together parlays on teams to make the college football playoff this year. It's just something that I think is going to be fun to track throughout the year. Again, this will be the first 12-team playoff, and you can parlay these teams together of who you think is going to make it. And so, to me, Ohio State, Georgia, Oregon, and Texas are basic locks for me. And you can get the plus 175, and that's fun. Like, I like that bet. I did that bet on its own. But then you get a little bit more creative, throwing additional teams in there. Like, to me, I think Notre Dame is going to be a playoff team based on their schedule. I'd be shocked if they don't go 10-2 or better this year. So Notre Dame, throwing them in there. Alabama is another team. And basically, Ryan, you have kind of convinced me on this one because getting plus 120 on Alabama to make the playoff is really good value. And then I'm going to throw another really kind of a sleeper team. A team that's plus 650 to make the playoff, but if you go and you dig into their schedule, Iowa is a team that just, you look up and down their schedule and it's like, I wouldn't be shocked if that team is 10-2 at the end of the year. One of those losses being to Ohio State. But other than that, I think they could get to 10-2 and make the playoff. I think there will be 4 Big Ten teams that make the playoff this year. And so I think there's value there. And if you throw all those in, Ohio State, Georgia, Oregon, Texas, Iowa, Notre Dame, and Alabama, guys, you're getting 70-1. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not saying you're throwing $1,000 on it, but a nice $10 to win 700. That's a fun bet to make. I mean, that's a fun playoff, and it's a bet that you can track throughout the entire year.
I love that. It's fun. It's new. First year of the 12-team playoff. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to piggyback on some of that. That's I'll be shocked if the top 4 don't make it.
Yeah.
Talking about Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas. And then I'm with you, man. I'll be surprised because Notre Dame with their schedule, bringing in the quarterback they brought in. I mean, the quarterback that transferred in last year was solid. The one they have coming in this year is better.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be good. And Marcus Freeman might not be a great head coach. I think he's at least solid. And, I think Notre Dame probably will make it. And I agree with you guys. I think Alabama's going to make it. I think those 6, again, it's not a safe bet or it wouldn't be 70-1, right? But, I'll be surprised if those 6 teams don't make it. It's going to be one of those situations where one of them won't, right? And we'll hit 5 of the 6, but that's the way life is. Guys, I like a Wimbledon women's bet. Okay, Elena Rybakina to win Wimbledon, plus 250. Now, I like Coco. I hope Coco Gauff wins. She's plus 330, but Elena Rybakina has a really good chance. She won it 2 years ago, and she's a really good grass player, and I think she's going to win it once again. Young lady from Kazakhstan. All right, that is our show for today. Thank you very much for joining us for Scotty Vegas. I am Ryan Baker. For Scotty Vegas.
Maybe you did pass away eating hot dogs.
This is why I should write them out. For Scotty Vegas and Ryan Baker, I am Dave Biddle. Don't go anywhere. Up next is Fan Sports Sunday with Tito and DeVere. This has been On the Money.
Common Man has spent the past 18 years telling you how much he hates people. And yes, that probably means you, too. Common Man and T-Bone.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay, so that's the final price. Oh, an extra fee to drive here. Is that it? A knock on the door fee. So is that the final price? A 15% Wednesday surcharge. What for? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Of course. Can I get back to you on this?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows.
This quote you gave me, are there any other charges I don't know about?
Other charges?
Like an it's too sunny fee or my dog wet the carpet tax.
No, Apex always gives you upfront pricing.
No surprise fees?
Never.
No charge if your stomach hurts or you lost your library card?
Upfront pricing every time at Apex Pros, whether it's plumbing, heating, and AC, or our new electrical services.
I'll call you right back. Hello, other company? Hi, me again.
It's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. You'll never get a surprise charge with the Apex Pros upfront price guarantee. Schedule an appointment now at apexpros.com.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Celebrate July 4th with the hottest deals at Lowe's. Right now, get 2 select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for $10. And buy 2, get 1 free on select paint and exterior stain via Lowe's gift card rebate. Shop these deals before they're gone because Lowe's knows summer savings. Valid through 7/10. Annuals offer in-store only. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Paint. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details while supplies last.
You can use your phone at a doctor's office. You can use your phone at a football game. You can even use your phone at an amusement park. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines now start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Hey, what's up, Buckeye Nation? It's Cardale Jones. Join me Saturday, July 20th at Huntington Park for the Smiths Cardale Jones Charity Softball Game presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force. Come check out former Buckeye greats take on this year's current Buckeye stars such as Emeka Ibuka, Jaden Ballard, and many more. Come see and meet the Buckeyes before they hit the field this fall. Gates open at 5 p.m. Contests and prizes all night long. Home run derby at 6:30 and the game to follow. Tickets available at BuckeyeCruise.com. Why picnic when you can smicknick? Get your $10 tickets now.